Okay, thank you very much. Morning class. Today we are going to deal with lesson entitled Comparatives and Superlatives. Now, the first step or the first part is devoted to comparatives. As it is mentioned above, comparatives. Now, what do we mean by comparatives? We mean comparatives when we compare people with people, animals with animals, things with other things, and show the relationship between them. Here I can compare A with B. We use the comparatives to compare. Now, dealing with the comparatives, we say that we've got three main kinds of the comparatives. We have the comparative of equality. Talking about the comparative of equality, we have the structure. We have the structure as plus adjectives plus has. Why do we put adjectives with has? We put adjectives with s simply because we have short adjectives, and we have long adjectives. And the two examples I gave you last or I've given you are the ones. John is as short as Paul. Here is a short adjective. This is the first example. The lesson is as difficult as the last one. Difficult. Difficult here is a long adjective. Short here is a short adjective. This is why we say we use the comparative of equality both with short adjectives and long adjectives. Now, let's come to the comparative of superiority. Here we have short adjectives. The comparative of superiority with short adjectives is formed by putting er plus short adjectives. I can take an example of tall. It becomes plus than, becomes taller than. Short becomes shorter than. Now, for short adjectives ending in E, we put R. For short adjectives ending in E, we just put R. We say nice, nicer than. We have wise, wiser than. As you can see, we just put R simply because nice ends in I. In wise ends in. Let's go. For short adjectives ending in one consonant plus one vowel, no, one vowel, plus one consonant, we double the vowel, we double the consonant. Okay. For short adjectives ending in one vowel plus one consonant, we double the consonant. It means big becomes bigger, fat becomes fatter. For short adjectives ending in one plus one consonant, we double the consonant before we put ER. Big becomes bigger than. Fat becomes fatter than. Now, for short adjectives ending in a consonant plus Y, for short adjectives ending in a consonant plus Y, we change Y in I before we put ER. It means Evie becomes evil than. Crazy becomes crazier than. Okay? Now let's shift to the comparative of inferiority. The comparative of inferiority is like the comparative of, we can say, of equality. If in equality we have as plus adjective plus as, will form the comparative of inferiority with less plus adjective plus than. So we say less tall, less intelligent. Tall here is a short adjective, and intelligent here is a long adjective. We have a short adjective and a long adjective. It means here we use the comparative of inferiority both with short adjectives and long adjectives. Now, number four, irregular comparatives. Irregular comparatives means these adjectives which change when put in comparatives. The adjective here is good. The adjective is good. Now, in the comparative, it becomes better. Better than. I'm better than my friend. Excuse me. I'm better than my friend. Bad becomes worse. She is worse than her sister. She is worse than her sister. Far becomes farther, farther than. Kabinda is farther than Benguela. Kabinda is farther than Benguela. Becomes less. She has less friends than her sister. Oh, much becomes, excuse me, much becomes, he has more time than I have. He has more time than I have. As a conclusion, we can say that our lesson was divided into 3 parts. We have the comparative of equality, the comparative of superiority with short adjectives and long adjectives, and we have the comparative of inferiority. Except the 3 comparatives, we've been given irregular adjectives or irregular comparatives. Among irregular comparatives, we have the adjective good, which becomes better, bad, which becomes worse, far, which becomes farther, later, which becomes less, much, which becomes more. Now, correct the first exercise. Time is going up. We have to be in the order. Just the first exercise. Correction. What exercise 1. Choose the correct form of the adjective between brackets to fill in the. Number 1. Just worse than the community believed. More stupid. Here we use more stupid. More stupid. Stupid here is a long adjective. You say more stupid. As the rain fell heavily on the roof of his house, he got more and more nervous. Yes, here we have the double comparative. The double comparative of long adjectives. More and more comparative. Number 3. The food we were offered tasted than the one we had bought. We have better than, better, irregular comparative. English people are than Americans. Are more reserved. Reserved here is a long adjective. He appeared over applicants for the job. Yes, he appeared more eager. More eager. More than 2 syllables. More eager than. Her story was than the first one. Her story was funnier. Funnier is a short adjective. And funny, and with a consonant plus Y. This is where we change Y in I. Funnier. Number 7. Benjamin works hard. Has. Had. Has. Number 8. Dangote is not so rich as. We can also say as is not as rich. We can replace so by as. Number 9, the Congo River is less long than the Nile. And number 10, Erickson is of all evidence apter than coach. Okay. At the end of our lesson, you have to put in your mind that the lesson here is divided into 4 main parts. We have the comparative of equality, the comparative of superiority with short adjectives and long adjectives. We have the comparative of inferiority. Except comparatives, we have irregular comparatives based on good, which becomes better, bad, which becomes worse, far, which becomes farther, little, which becomes less, and much, which becomes more. Okay, thank you for your understanding. See you next time, if God's willing. Okay, thanks, Alpha. Goodbye.